Welcome back, everybody, to another Teen Titans review. This one is pretty wacky, so let's talk about it. This is Season 1, Episode 10, Mad Mod. This was written by Adam Beechin and directed by Ciro Nieli. For whatever reason, this episode is listed as Detention in the DVD menu, but in the episode itself, it's titled Mad Mod. So that's the episode name that we're gonna go with. So I feel like the original Teen Titans has a bit of a reputation of being this like super serious, dark show for adults, when in comparison to Teen Titans Go, which is like very much marketed for kids. But that's not entirely true, as really the original Teen Titans is a very goofy show with the occasional dark, serious episode. This episode is one of the goofy ones. I'm not even sure how to get into describing this episode. Okay, so the plot for this episode is that this dude shows up called Mad Mod, and his gimmick is that he's British.
That's right, lads and lovies. Now don't get your knickers in a twist. Hello, Governor.
And he doesn't like the Teen Titans, and he's gonna put them in this weird school to brainwash them and like teach them to behave or something. I think it's really he just wants to fuck with them. And then there's 22 minutes of him fucking with the Titans. Also, flashing lights warning for this one. I'll try to like tone down some of the more wackier visuals. There's a lot of like hypnotizing black and white swirls and stuff going on. So warning in case that's a problem. Basically, this episode is just like an excuse to do really wacky cartoon shenanigans. The Titans are trying to escape from this weird school thing, and just every time they open a door or get out of a room, they wind up back in the same room or a similar room, or everything's a maze or everything's upside down. There's no logic to any of it. It's just like complete wackiness, and this bad guy Mad Mod is just fucking with them, and they have to deal with it, and that's the episode. It's kind of hard to describe this episode, so I'll just, show some clips to give you sort of an idea. There's not really any like rhyme or reason to anything that's happening. It's just like pure weird animation, and that's it. This episode features the Japanese theme song, and this is the type of episode that I feel fits the Japanese theme. You hear the Japanese theme and it clues you in that you're gonna see some weird shit. Unlike the previous couple episodes that have been like mostly character episodes, this one is just like complete wackiness. We also get another Puffy Amiyumi track in this episode. They do like a variation on the Scooby-Doo hallway chase that's in every episode of Scooby-Doo. This one goes real wacky with it. And during this sequence, we get a Puffy Amiyumi song, which is called K2G, which is from their album Nice, which came out around the time that the first season of Titans was airing. It's just this like fun, upbeat, almost kind of ska pop song that has very like, I don't know, summer beach vibes. It's a good time, and that's ultimately this episode. There aren't really any major like character arcs or things to talk about. Just a bunch of wacky visuals and just an excuse to go as goofy as possible with the animation. At the end of the episode, Robin is eventually able to break out of this thing, and we find out that Mad Mod is sort of in a wizard behind the curtain type thing, influencing what's happening through holograms and technology and visual trickery. And he's actually just like an old guy who's pathetic and lame. So what was happening wasn't exactly real. But like, it's still weird to me because like stuff gets like so weird that I'm like, surely this is magic. And magic exists in the Titans universe. Raven uses magic. So like, that's not like a crazy stretch. And some really weird shit happens in this episode. But like, apparently it was all just elaborate technology and visual trickery, which I kind of want to call bullshit on. I think magic was involved, because I don't know how else to explain some of this. Now, also, I don't think what's happening in this episode is like super literal either. So, sure, you could get away with, I guess, it's like they're seeing stuff that isn't actually there. Still, some pretty weird things go down. There's like gravity manipulation. It's weird. And that's kind of all I can say about this episode is some weird stuff happens and then eventually they get out of it. Maybe it doesn't sound super appealing. One, it's kind of hard to recap this in like a way that makes any sense. And two, it's kind of hard to like analyze anything like going on here because there's not really any big character or thematic stuff happening. It's just wacky cartoon antics, which is fine. It's super fun. That's the thing about this episode, is it is a good time. I think I do recommend checking out this one. There's more episodes in the future that go down this like extremely wacky path. I also think having the odd episode like this that's just like weird, goofy antics actually kind of helps with the pacing of the season overall, weirdly. Because if you have every episode be serious all the time, then they like kind of start to lose their impact. But if you have a lot of goofy episodes and then every now and then something like serious and dramatic happens, those episodes stand out a lot more and feel like they have a lot more weight to them because of the like normal goofy shenanigans that the Titans are usually up to. Not that this is necessarily the usual shenanigans, but you get what I'm saying. It's nice to have a bit of variety in the season overall and to have a few more episodes that are actually kind of standalone. But that's kind of about it for this episode. Very goofy, very wacky, some super weird and creative animation, but not really a whole lot plot related that happens in this one. Not really any big character arcs or anything going on. Mad Mod does come back a couple of times, so this being his first appearance is somewhat significant. In the grand scheme of things, this isn't the most important episode of the series. However, it is a lot of fun, and if you're down for just some goofy cartoon nonsense, I say give this one a shot. That's about it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Find out when I upload new videos. We're going through every single episode of the original Teen Titans, week by week, episode by episode. So stay tuned. I hope you're having a good day, and we'll see you next week.